Hello everybody, Sanjay Vasu back again. Today we're going to do the Cambridge Secondary 1 checkpoint. Paper 1, Mathematics. No calculator is allowed. Let's start. Number 1. Put a ring around all the numbers that are exactly divisible by 9. If a word is in bold, it is a keyword. So not just one, we need to do all of them. Take note of that. There's a trick to find out this. If it is to be divisible by 9, the sum of the digits has to be divisible by 9. 3 is 3. 3 plus, there's nothing else to add, so it's just 3. It's not divisible by 9. 5 plus 6 is 11. 5 plus 6 is 11, which is not divisible by 9. 7 plus 2 is 9, which is divided by 9. So we can put a ring around that. 9 plus 3 is 12. It's not divisible. 1 plus 4 plus 6 is 11. And it's not divisible. 198. 1 plus 9 plus 8 is 18. Which is divisible by 9. So we can put a ring around that. Question number 2. Jeremy has 60 counters. He gives 1/3 of his counters to Sam and 1/4 to Sally. How many counters does Jeremy have left? So first we find out what's 1/3 of 60. We can divide this by 3 and it'll become 20. 1/4 of 60. We can divide this by 4 and that'll be 15. So he gives this amount. He gives this amount to 2 of his friends. And so Jamie has 60 minus 20 minus 15, which is equal to 40 minus 15, 25 counters. Don't forget to write your answer in the blank space. Eric makes a sequence of patterns using tiles. He records how many tiles are used for each pattern number. Here's a table, so the pattern number and the number of tiles. Pattern number 1, number of tiles 1. Pattern number 2, number of tiles 8. Pattern 3, tiles 15. Pattern 4, tiles 22. Now we have to complete the table. This is the A part. As you can see, 1 plus 7 is 8. You add 7 to that is 15. Add 7 to that, 22. So every time we have to add 7. Every time we increase 1 for the pattern number, which is P, we have to add 7. So if we add 1 to the pattern number, we have to add 22 plus 7 equals 29. Here, the number of tiles is 50. We need to find the pattern number. To do this, we need to find out the distance between 29 and 50. Or in other words, 50 minus 29, which is 21. Next, we have to divide 21 by 7 because we need to know how many times we add 7 to the number of tiles, and that'll become 3. This is not the answer. This is pattern number 5, where there's 29. So if we want to get to 50, we add 5 and 3, which is 8. Can put that there. B. Eric finds a rule connecting the pattern number and the number of tiles. Put a ring around the correct rule. So let's see. If P equals 1, T equals 1. So if we substitute P and T over here, 1 is not equal to 8. If we substitute it over here, number of tiles is equal to 6 into 1, which is 6 minus 1. But 1 is not equal to 5. So we need to take out that as well. With T equals 7P plus 1, so 1 goes 7 into 1 plus 1. 1 equals 7 plus 1, but 1 is not equal to 8. Next, T equals 7P minus 6. So 1 equals 7 into 1 minus 6. 1 equals 7 minus 6, 1 equals 1. Yeah, that's true. If you want to check it, try substituting pattern number 2 and number of towers 8. 8 equals 7 into 2 minus 6. 8 equals 14 minus 6. 8 equals 8. You can try it for the others if you want, but it's easier if you leave it here because these two are true. So we can put a ring around this. This is the correct rule. Question number 4. A fair spinner is in the shape of a regular hexagon. A. Write a number on each section so that the probability of getting an odd number is 1 by 3. How many? There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 sides in the hexagon. So out of 6, you need how many to be an odd number? So that'll be 6 into 1 by 3, which is 2 odd numbers. We can put anything you want. Here I'm going to put 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, and 8. Just to check, there's 2 odd numbers. Number 1 here and the number 3 here. And 2 by 6 equals 1 by 3. And that is what we need. B. What is the probability of not getting an odd number? 1 minus 1 by 3, which is equal to 2 by 3. Question 5. Write down the value of square root 196. We can't use a calculator, remember that. So 14 multiplied by 14 is 196. So root of 196 equals root of 14 into 14, or 14 squared, which is 14. And so we can write answer 14. Question 6. A. Work out the value of A. Over here, this angle is A. We can use the angle sum property of a triangle to find this. I'll name it as x. So x equals 180 minus 62 minus 49. X equals 118 minus 49. X equals 69 degrees. That's not it. Angle x plus angle A is 180 degrees because they are supplementary angles. Or they are angles on a single line. This one right here. So A equals 180 minus x, which is 180 minus 69, as we found x is 69 here. So A equals 111 degrees. B. Give a geometric reason for your answer. So first, we use angle sum property of a triangle, which is this angle plus this angle plus this angle equals 180 degrees. Therefore, we found out that x is equal to 69. Next, property of supplementary angles, which is this one right here. The actual angle sum property of a triangle is, as I said, this plus this plus this equals 180. I have just written it in a different form because now we know these two angles. Actually, it'll be 62 plus 49 plus x equals 180. So if you bring to the other side, that's what happens. You have to change the sign or flip the sign. Question 7. Work out the temperature after each of these changes. A. Temperature starts at 6 degrees Celsius and falls by 13 degrees Celsius. This is 6 minus 13 equals negative 7 degrees Celsius. Temperature starts at negative 2 degrees Celsius and falls by 8 degrees Celsius. This will be minus 2 minus 8, which is equal to minus 10 degrees Celsius. Take note of the word falls. And falls means decreases, and that's why I put this minus sign over here. Let's move on to the next one. Question 8. Martin's playing a game. Probability of winning is 0.3. What's the probability of not winning? Total probability equals 1. So for anything, the total probability is 1 or 100%. But here, we're not using that. We're using the number 1 because we have a decimal instead of a percentage. So winning equals 0.3. So not winning equals 1 minus 0.3, which is 0.7. That's it. Question 9. 3 students took a test. It was out of 50 marks. David scored 38 marks. John scored half marks. Susan scored 72%. So David scored 38. They asked us to find who's the highest, by the way. John scored half of 50, which is the total marks, which is 1 by 2 multiplied by 50. 50 divided by 2 is 25. So he scored 25 marks. Susan scored 72% of 50, which is the full score, equals 72 by 100 multiplied by 50. Cancel out the zeros. Cancel out this guy here. Cancel out this to make 36 marks. Who scored the highest? 38 is greater than 36. 38 is greater than 25 as well. So David scored the highest. Don't forget to write it down in the blank space. Next, question 10. Match each calculation with its answer. This is just multiplication of decimals. This will be 700. This will be 7. And this division. So 700 multiplied by 100, which is 70,000. And now we just match it. Question 11. This table shows some outcomes from the function x to 2x plus 3. Complete the output column of the table. So for this second column, the input is 6. So 6 will become 2 into 6 plus 3, which is 12 plus 3, which is 15. Take that down. Next, 2 into 9 plus 3, which is 18 plus 3, 21. That's the question. Let's move on to question 12. Look at the following equation. 45.6 divided by 1.2 is 38. Use this information to write down the answers to the following. 456 divided by 12 equals, so for the A1, 45.6 multiplied by 10 equals 456. 1.2 into 10 equals 12. Because both have been multiplied by the same value and you're dividing, the value of the answer will be the same, which is 38. B, 38 into 1.2. So 45.6 divided by 1.2 equals 38. 38 into 1.2 equals 45.6. This is because of inverse operations. So 45.6 is the answer for this. 3.8 into 1.2. 38 divided by 10 equals 3.8. Yes, this is the same. The 1.2 value is the same. So if we divide the 38 value by 10, we need to divide the answer by 10. So 45.6 divided by 10 equals 4.56, and that's the answer for this one. 13. A cuboid has dimensions 2 cm, 3 cm, 5 cm. Part of the net of this cuboid is shown on the centimeter square grid. Complete the net of the cuboid. So if you look over here, 5 centimeters. If we imagine we are folding this cube, it will become an open cube. This is open. So I'm just going to write O as open. Let's just draw a sketch of this cube. O, and then the back will also be O. So both those are open and the others will be closed. To make the open sides closed, we need something like this. Because these two sides will meet when you fold, and these two will also meet. These two will meet. And that means it will be covering the side over here in the sketch. And we have to do that on the other side as well, or else the front side will also be open. But now we've done it on the other side, we can make it closed. So now both of the sides will become closed and it will become a cuboid. So let's move to question 14. Travel graph shows Karen's journey between two towns, Springton and Watworth. George makes the same journey. He leaves Springton at 10 o'clock and travels at a constant speed of 80 kilometers per hour without stopping. Draw a line on the travel graph to represent George's journey. So if he leaves at 10 o'clock and then 80 kilometers per hour, how long will it take for 200 kilometers? Speed equals distance by time. There's a key formula in this question. And then if you want to find time, it will be distance by speed. It will be equal to 200 by 80. Cancel the 0 out. It will become 2.5. So 2.5 hours. So from 10 o'clock, it will take 10 o'clock plus 2 hours 30 minutes. So 10 o'clock plus 2:30, which is 12:30 hours. So he arrives at 12:30, which is this point over here, as that's the 200, and this is the 12:30 mark. So let's draw a straight line from the 10 o'clock to 12:30. So that's the A part. Let's move on to B. How earlier than Karen did George arrive at Watworth? Let's draw a line between it. So Karen arrived at Watworth at this time here. What is the value of each tiny division? 10 minutes, because there are 6 divisions. In this big division has 6 small divisions, and 60 divided by 6 is 10. So it is 1 division behind 14 hours, and that will be 13:50. When did George arrive? 12:30, as we saw in the previous question. So, how much earlier did George arrive? 13:50 minus 12:30, which will be equal to 1 hour and 20 minutes. Don't forget to write the answer in the blank space. Question 15. Write these numbers in order of size, starting with the smallest. The root of 25, as we know, is 5. 3 squared is 9. The cube root of 64 is 4. 0.2 the square is 0.04. 0.04 is the smallest. Then is 4, 5, and then 9. Let's go to question 16. Work out A. 1.56 multiplied by 3.6. In 1.56, there's 2 decimal places. In 3.6, there is 1 decimal place. 2 plus 1 equals 3. So 3 decimal places in the answer. Now ignore the decimal points. 156 into 36. 6 are 36. 3 carry over. 5 6 will be 30, 33. 9 into 36. And 0 there. 6 is 18. Carry over 1. 5 3 is 15. 16 because of the 1. 1 3 is 3. With the carry over 1, it will become 4. So 4 6 8 0. Add these two. 6 1 6 5 5 6 1 6. But there has to be 3 dp in this, or 3 decimal places. So it will become 5.616. B. 5.44 divided by 1.6. This has 2 decimal places. 5.44 has 2 decimal places. 1.6 has 1 decimal place. Because it's a division sign here, we need to subtract the decimal places. So it'll have 2 minus 1 equals 1 decimal place. Now ignore the decimal places as we did in the last question. 544 divided by 16. So 16 multiplied by 3 is 48. And if you subtract 48, it will become 6. 64. 16 multiplied by 4 is 64. And we get the answer as 34. But 34, we need to include 1 decimal place. Just like last question, we'll put 1 decimal place in 34. And that'll make it 3.4. That's the answer for 16B. 5.44 divided by 1.6 is 3.4. Question 17. Ayako and Joshua have a total of 59 sweets between them. Ayako has n sweets, and Joshua has 3 fewer sweets than Ayako. We got the value of n. So Ayako has n sweets, and Joshua has n minus 3, which is 3 less than n, or 3 less than Ayako. So 59 equals n plus n minus 3. 59 equals 2n minus 3. 59 plus 3 equals 2n. 2n equals 62. N equals 62 divided by 2 equals 31. And so, Ayako has 31 sweets. For question 18. The map shows the position of 2 beaches, A and B. A boat is on bearing of 062 degrees from beach A and on a bearing of 286 degrees from beach B. Mark the position of the boat clearly on the map. For this, we need to find out the bearing First, this is 062, and then this 286. Okay, let's start with the protractor. Let's move the protractor so it moves on point A. Its center is on point A. Next, let's just turn it. If we need to go this way, 062 degrees. That's the question, isn't it? So where is the number 62? It will be all the way over here. Not easy to see, but if you take a closer look, it will be seen as 62 degrees. And then the bearing of point B is 286 degrees. Let's leave the compass aside as I want to show you something. So if this full thing is 286 degrees, so that means this one will be 360 minus 286, which is equal to 74 degrees. Because let's draw a line there. Let's take this is A, and this is B. Then A plus B equals 360 degrees. Using this property, clear everything. Yes, using this property, we can move this right. Just move it a bit so it matches like that. Measure 74 degrees. We will need this point 74 degrees. So after we've done that, let's take a pencil and a ruler. Let's make it go there. Let's draw a line extended. So that's the first line. Next, yes, I've got it now. So this is the line which we need. These two are the lines which we need. To the ruler so we can see it easier. Now, where do these lines intersect? This point over here. Let's mark it in a different color for now, so it's easy to see. This is the position of the boat. Question 19. Decide whether each of these statements is true or false. Tick the correct boxes. 9 to the power 0 is 0. A rule of powers states that anything, let's just name it x, any number to the power 0 equals 1. But here it says that 0, not 1. 9 to the power 0 is actually 1. So the statement is false. Okay, next. 9 to the power 3 into 9 to the power 2 equals 9 to the power 5. So a to the power m multiplied by a to the power n equals a to the power m plus n. This is called power rules. 3 plus 2 is 5, so this statement is true. Next. 9 to the power 8 divided by 9 to the power 4 equals 9 to the power 2. A to the power m divided by a to the power n equals a to the power m minus n. So 9 to the power 8 divided by 9 to the power 4 equals 9 to the power 4, which is 8 minus 4. And so this is false, as they wrote it as 9 to the power 2. Question 20. Calculate a 2 by 3 minus 1 3 by 4. We can convert these to improper fractions. Once we've done that, we need to find the lowest common multiple of the denominators. So LCM of 3 and 4 is 12. And this one, when you multiply it by the denominator of the other one, it'll become 32 by 12. And this, when you multiply by 3 by 3, it'll become 21 by 12. So both of them have a common denominator, which is 12. Now, 32 by 12 minus 21 by 12 equals 32 minus 21, the whole by 12, which is equal to 11 by 12. That's the answer for part A of 20. So Let's move on to B. 1 by 3 multiplied by 2, 2 by 5. Convert this to improper fractions as we did last sum. 4 by 3 to 2 by 5 equals 12 by 5. Over here, 4 by 3 into 12 by 5. This will make 48 by 15. That will be equal to, when you write it in a mixed fraction, it will become 3 by 15, as 3 into 15 is 45, and which is equal to 3, 1 by 5. Question 21. The map shows an island with 2 towns, P and Q. Scale of the map is 1 centimeter is to 4 kilometers. The fire department wants to make a new fire station on the island. The fire station should be no more than 20 kilometers from town P and no more than 32 kilometers from town Q. As you can see, town P and town Q are right here. Shade the region on the island where the fire station can be built. So first, let's see this. 20 kilometers equals 20 divided by 4, which is 5 centimeters on the map. Then 32 kilometers will be 32 divided by 4, which is how many kilometers? How many centimeters? 8 centimeters. So we need to shade the region on the island where the fire station could be built. It's not like question 18 where there's only one place possible. Here there are many places and there's an area for that. So we need to shade that region or shade that area. So as we need 5 centimeters, we shall draw 5 centimeters there and now make an arc. Just extend it to the end. I know this is different on normal paper, but I'm drawing it in an online app. Okay, so that's the point. Let's move it to 8 centimeters, which you've calculated. 15 minus 8 is 7 because we're starting from the other end of the ruler. So 15 minus 8 is 7, so we go to the 7 marked area there. Now we draw an arc which spans the full island. They have asked us to shade the region where the fire station could be built. So that means it should be in the area where it is seen between both the crosses or both the arcs. As they asked to shade it, so I'm going to shade it using a blue color. There you go. So this that's how you solve question 21. Question 22, I got a 5 plus 2 multiplied by 7. So we can use BODMAS. Brackets, others, division, multiplication, addition, subtraction. This is the order. Right now, the first thing is multiplication. 5 plus 2 into 7 equals 5 plus 14, which is equal to 19. Simple enough. Next, 4 into 1 plus 3 squared. So we'll do 4 multiplied by 1 plus 3 squared equals 4 multiplied by 1 plus 9. Remember, it's inside brackets. Add them because it's inside brackets. Which goes 4 into 10, which is 40. You should do the bracket first. Here's the number line. Tick which of these inequalities is shown on the number line. Option 1, negative 2 less than or equal to n less than or equal to 5. Option 2, Negative 2 less than n less than or equal to 5. Number 3. Negative 2 less than or equal to n less than 5. Number 4. 5 greater than or equal to n less than minus 2. An open circle means either a less than or greater than. A closed circle or shaded circle is either less than or equal to or greater than or equal. So this is an open circle. What is it? It's either less than or greater than. And if the number n lies between 2 and 5, somewhere there, the number cannot be less than negative 2. It should be more. So, negative 2 less than n, and there's a 5. Which symbol should we put in between n and 5? A closed circle represents either less than or equal to or greater than or equal to. Which will be there? If the n lies between negative 2 and 5, it cannot be greater than 5. It can only be somewhere below 5 and above negative 2. So if it's below 5 and it's a closed circle, we need to have this, which is the less than or equal to sign. Okay, which option is this inequality? Option 2, so we just stick that. 24. The stem and leaf diagram shows the heights in centimeters of the 15 students in class 8A and 15 students in class 8B. So look at this stem and leaf diagram. So the key is 14 stem 6 equals 146 centimeters. 1 stem 14 equals 141. So if there's any number here and you choose a number on the right or the left, whichever number is on the right or the left of these middle numbers, the other numbers will always come at the end. That's what they mean. Because look, this 6 over here comes at the end of the 146. This 1 over here, even though it comes before the 14, it comes at the end. 141. A. Find the range of the heights of students in class 8A. The range is the lowest subtracted from the highest. Which is the lowest? Which is the highest? In class 8A, it's this side, the left side. Which is the highest? 17. There's no one in 180. So 170, which is highest in 3, 1, and 0? 3. So highest is 173 minus, what's the lowest? 14 is the lowest. That makes 140. And then which is the lowest? 8, 3, or 1? 1. So 173 minus 141, which is equal to 32 centimeters. B. Find the median of the heights of the students in class 8B. This time we have to consider this side. And the median is the middle value. So if we look, what is the middle number of 1 and 15? Since there's two numbers, find the mean. So 15 plus 1, 16. 16 divided by 2 is 8. So middle of 1 and 15 is 8. So the 8th value is the one we need to consider. 146 is the first one. 150, 152, 157. These are the second, third, and fourth. Number 5 is 161. Another 161. Number 6. Number 7, 163. Number 8, 165. So the median equals the 8th value, which is equal to 165 centimeters. C. Gives two statements to compare the heights of the students in two classes. Since the tallest person, 182 centimeters, is in class 8B, you can say, just write that down, the tallest person is in class 8B. That's one statement. Now the second statement, we have to find out the range of the heights in class 8B. Because what I'm going to write is how spread out the values are. So lowest is 146, highest is 182. So the range of class 8B equals 182 minus 146, which is 36 centimeters, and it is greater than 32. So we can deduce that the students' heights in class 8B are more spread out than class 8A. Question 25. Ahmed buys a pack of 20 drinks to sell at the school shop. The pack costs $5. He wants to make a 40% profit. How much do he sell each drink for? Remember, one pack costs $5, not one drink, one pack. So if he wants to make a 40% profit, it'll be 40% increase in his money. Is 140% multiplied by $5 or $5, which is, you can write down 140 by 100 multiplied by 5. 7, 5. Once you've done all the maths, it will become $7. Remember, $7 is for one pack, which is 20 drinks. So one drink costs 7 divided by 20, which is $0.35. Remember to write your answer in the blank space. We have reached the end of the question paper. So thank you. Bye. See you in another video.